Once upon a time, in a village called Lambo, there were many creatures and humans living together. In this village lived a girl named Adana. She was very beautiful, with a calm and gentle nature. People in the village admired her beauty and kindness. The men of the village would often try to win her heart, saying, "Adana, you are so lovely. Will you marry me?" But Adana wasn't interested. She always smiled and said, "Thank you, but I'm not ready." Every day, Adana would go to the market to sell her goods. She had the best fruits and vegetables, and everyone loved to buy from her. But no one knew where Adana lived. She always came to the market early and left before dusk, keeping her home a secret. The villagers would whisper, "Where does Adana go? Where does she live?" But Adana kept it a mystery. She was happy to be kind and helpful, but didn't share much about herself. So, Adana lived quietly in Omunu, admired by everyone but keeping her life private. The villagers continued to wonder about the beautiful girl who came and went like a gentle breeze. One sunny day, a handsome man named Ima came to the market in Omunu village. He was looking for some fresh fruits and vegetables, and when he saw Adana, he thought, "Wow, she is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen." Ima couldn't take his eyes off her. He walked over and said, "Hello, my name is Ima. What's your name?" Adana smiled softly and replied, "I'm Adana. How can I help you today?" Ama was so happy to talk to her. He bought some fruits and stayed to chat. They talked about the weather, the village, and the market. Ama was enchanted by Adana's gentle voice and kind smile. He started coming to the market every day just to see her. They became friends, and Ama felt like he was falling in love. One evening, as the market was closing, Ima noticed it was getting late. He saw Adana packing up her things and offered, "Let me walk you home. It's not safe to go alone in the dark." Adana hesitated, but Ima insisted. She agreed, and they began walking. As they walked, the sky grew darker, and the air became chilly. Suddenly, Ima felt something strange. A cold hand touched his back. He turned around, but no one was there. His heart raced and he felt scared. He looked at Adana, who seemed calm, walking ahead. Ima couldn't shake the fear. He stopped and said, "Adana, I think I should go back. It's getting too dark." Adana turned to him and gently said, "It's okay, Ima. You can go back if you're scared." She smiled softly. With fear in his eyes, Ima nodded and hurried back to the village. He ran and ran until he reached his home. From that day, Ima never returned to the market to see Adana again. He was too scared of the mysterious cold hand and the dark night. Adana missed him but continued her peaceful life in the village. The villagers wondered why Ima suddenly stopped visiting the market, but no one knew the secret of that night. Adana had a secret. She wasn't just an ordinary girl from the village. She was actually from the deep magical forest beyond Omunu. In the forest, Adana lived with her family, who were not human. They had the ability to take different forms, but Adana was the only one who could look like a human all the time. Her family loved her very much, but they didn't want her to get close to humans. Her parents had always warned her, "Adana, you must not marry a human. Our world and theirs are too different." They were very protective of her. When Ima started visiting Adana, her parents got worried. They didn't want her to fall in love with him, so they decided to scare him away. The cold hand that Ima felt on his back was her family's doing, a trick to keep him away from Adana. Adana felt sad. She liked Ima and wanted to have friends in the village. She didn't want to live under her family's rules anymore. She wanted to be free to make her own choices and live among the humans. So Adana made a big decision. She decided to cut ties with her family in the forest and stay in Omunu village. One day, she went deep into the forest to say goodbye to her family. She told them, "I love you, but I want to live my own life. I want to be free to make my own choices." Her parents were sad but understood her wish. They warned her one last time, "Be careful, Adana. The world outside can be harsh." With a heavy heart, Adana left the forest and moved to the village for good. She hoped to find happiness and maybe even love among the humans. She continued to sell her goods in the market, keeping her past a secret. The villagers only knew her as the beautiful and kind woman from the market, not knowing the magical world she came from. After leaving her family in the forest, Adana felt a mix of freedom and fear. She wanted to live her own life but knew it wouldn't be easy. To make sure she wouldn't be pulled back into her family's world, Adana decided to visit Omiri's shrine. Omiri was a powerful spirit, known for helping those who sought a different path in life. Adana walked to the shrine and knelt before Omiri's altar. She spoke with a soft but determined voice. "Great Omiri, I wish to sever all connections with my family. I want to live freely in Omunu village, away from their control." Omiri appeared in a soft glow and listened to Adana's request. The spirit nodded and said, "I understand your wish, Adana. I will grant you the freedom you seek. But know this, your family will not be happy. They may try to curse you to bring you back." Adana, with a brave heart, nodded. "I understand. I still want to go through with it," she said. Omiri raised a hand and granted Adana's wish with a gentle wave. The bond between Adana and her family was cut. But true to Omiri's warning, when her family realized they had lost their connection to Adana, they were furious. Her mother, in anger and sorrow, laid a curse on her. She whispered to the winds, "May you never find happiness with a human. May they always leave you in despair." Despite the curse, Adana stayed in Omunu. She continued her life in the village, selling at the market and interacting with the people. She hoped to find love and a sense of belonging, even though a shadow of the curse hung over her. Adana was determined to live her life freely, no matter the challenges ahead. She kept her kind and gentle nature, hoping one day she would meet someone who could see past the curse and love her for who she was. One day, a well-known merchant named Zuma came to Omunu village. He traveled from village to village selling fine cloth and beautiful garments. Zuma was friendly and charming, and many people liked him. When he saw Adana at the market, he was struck by her beauty and grace. "Who is this lovely girl?" he wondered. Zuma approached Adana with a big smile. "Hello, I'm Zuma. I travel around selling beautiful cloth," he said. Adana smiled back and replied, "Yes, that's me. It's nice to meet you, Zuma." Zuma was captivated by her gentle voice and kind eyes. He started visiting the market more often, always stopping by Adana's stall. They talked and laughed, and Zuma found himself falling in love with her. He thought Adana was not only beautiful but also sweet and kind. After some time, Zuma decided he wanted to marry Adana. He was excited and told her, "Adana, I like you very much. Will you marry me and come live with my family?" Adana, who had been cautious about love because of her past experiences, felt a spark of hope. She agreed to meet Zuma's family. Zuma was happy and took her to his village to introduce her to his parents. When they arrived, Zuma's mother looked at Adana with a frown. She had heard whispers about Adana's mysterious past and the strange events around her. "This girl, she is beautiful, but there's something off about her," she thought. After talking with Adana for a while, Zuma's mother shook her head. "I'm sorry, Zuma, but I don't trust this girl. There's a curse around her. She is not suitable for our family," she said firmly. Zuma was shocked and saddened. He liked Adana very much, but respected his parents' wishes. He looked at Adana with a heavy heart and said, "Adana, I'm sorry. My mother doesn't approve of our marriage. I must listen to my family." Adana felt her heart break. She had hoped Zuma would see past the curse, but she understood his choice. With tears in her eyes, she nodded and quietly left Zuma's home. She returned to Omunu village, feeling the weight of the curse once more. Though her heart was heavy, Adana continued to live in Omunu, still hoping that one day she would find someone who could love her despite the curse. She stayed strong and continued her daily life, always kind and gentle, even when her heart was hurting. After the heartbreak with Zuma, Adana felt the weight of the curse more than ever. She was sad and tired of being pushed away because of it. Desperate for a solution, Adana decided to return to Omiri's shrine. She hoped that the powerful spirit could haunt her. Adana walked to the shrine and knelt before Omiri's altar once more. With a heavy heart, she pleaded, "Great Omiri, the curse placed upon me is causing so much pain. Please help me lift it so I can find happiness and be free from this burden." Omiri appeared in a soft, glowing light. The spirit listened to Adana's plea and saw the sincerity in her eyes. "Adana, you have endured much because of this curse," Omiri said gently. "I can lift the curse from you, but there is a condition. You must remain calm and never let anger take over your heart. If you get angry, the curse will return and it will be even stronger." Adana nodded eagerly, her eyes full of hope. "I promise, Omiri, I will stay calm and keep my heart pure. Please lift the curse," she vowed. With a wave of Omiri's hand, a warm, gentle breeze surrounded Adana. She felt a weight lift off her shoulders, and the curse was gone. Adana felt a new sense of freedom and hope. She thanked Omiri with all her heart and returned to Omunu village, determined to live a good life. Back in the village, Adana continued her daily routine. She sold her goods at the market and greeted everyone with her usual kindness. The villagers admired her beauty and calm demeanor. They didn't know about the curse or the struggle she had faced, but they could see the gentle and serene person she was. Adana felt lighter, knowing the curse was gone. She remained mindful of her promise to Omiri, keeping her emotions in check and staying calm in every situation. She hoped that one day she would find someone who could love her for who she was, free from the shadows of her past. And so Adana continued to live in Omunu village, admired and respected by many, always holding on to hope for a brighter future. One warm afternoon, Adana went to the village stream to fetch water. As she sat on a rock, thinking about her life and the challenges she had faced, she felt a deep sadness. She missed having someone to share her life with. As she sat there, a gentle voice called out, "Are you okay?" Adana looked up and saw a kind-faced man standing by the water. He had a warm smile and gentle eyes. "My name is Ikenna," he said, walking closer. "You look sad, and I wanted to make sure you're all right." Adana felt a warmth from his kindness. "Thank you, Ikenna." "I'm Adana," she replied softly. They talked for a while, and Adana found herself opening up to him. Ikenna listened with care and comforted her, making her feel at ease.